Yeah. Hey, good morning. Welcome to OG Lowe's Hangout Corner. I'm your host, Carlos Stargell, aka OG Lowe. Yeah, I know y'all can relate to this. Brother by the Isley Brothers. And I just want to, I got to put a little more in it. Check this part out, y'all. I've been watching it. All right, now that's what I wanted to talk about. Yesterday was a great day. I got it, man. My oldest brother came to see your boy. Yes, and I want to thank him for taking time out of his busy schedule, and whatnot, to come see his brother while he's up in North Kakalaki. And that meant a lot, man. I enjoyed that, and I want to let my brother know if he's watching, man. I enjoy every moment. I hated to see you go, but I wanted to make sure you got back. So I'm glad you got back safe to Georgia, man. Man, it was beautiful, man. And then you got a chance to meet my stepdaughter and my son-in-law, who lives up in Burlington. And with the funny part that got it, my son-in-law was like, you know what? He said, now I understand where you were coming from now. He said, when I told him that my brother's voice was deeper than mine, he said, I understand what you mean now, but at first I was like, how deeper can it get? And when he heard my brother, he understood. Yes, his voice is deeper than mine. Oh yeah, but by the way, if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please do. Please subscribe at Carlos Stargell 910. Pardon my ill-mannered self. But anyway, getting back to my brother. We had a good talk. We just enjoyed each other, and man, and I thought he about to fall out. I thought he about to fall out on the side, because I ain't seen that joker laugh so hard like that in years. And now, last time we laughed hard like that, was me, him, and our oldest brother Reginald. Now, I'm gonna tell you something about Reginald Knight. I can look out the corner of my eye and bust out laughing when I look at him. I can look, like I said, look at him out the corner of my eye and just bust out laughing without no hesitation. But why? Because I knew he was gonna say or do something that was gonna have me hot. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Back in the day, those were great times. When siblings, let me tell you something. Siblings, one thing I can say, especially when you're young, I mean, we all did some unheard of, unbelievable stuff when we were kids. But guess what? At the end of the day, we always had each other's back. Even with our sister. She's our only sister, but at least we let each other know that we love her. We might not understand her, we might not like what others do, but we love you. It doesn't matter. We still, at the end of the day, we family. We all we got. But check this out too. Now, like I said, my Leroy, when we were kids, that joker used to say some stuff that had me laugh. I remember one time he had me laughing so hard, my side was literally hurting. I came this close to pissing on myself. And next thing you know, I was put like this. That was a hard. I laughed. Now that's when we laughed hard when we were kids. And Calvin, he was that type. Calvin like laid back and settled. But you had to watch Calvin, though. You had to keep a good eye on Calvin, because Calvin was that type of person. We got by ourselves. He always got me to tell them nasty jokes. I don't know what it was about me, him, and them nasty jokes. But I tell you one thing, I didn't mind doing it, because like they always say, your family and your friends are your worst critics. Yeah, that's my worst. He one of my worst critics because he gonna let me know if it's funny or not. So I said some stuff and then my brother who was a young Roy Fambro, God bless him, he's no longer with us, but man, we have, even though he stayed in trouble every time I turned around, but like I said, at the end of the day, he was my brother, and he just heard it. You know what? The one thing when what'll hit you hard is, like I said, they say it's one thing your mom, your dad, if you lose them, it's gonna hit you hard, but it's just something. I mean, and the child, it's gonna hit you hard, but a sibling will hit you hard as well. Losing a sibling, I know. The first one I lost, my brother in 2008. It hit me, but it came out of nowhere and hit me. And man, I wasn't screaming and raising hell and all that. Uncontrollable tears was just falling down my face, and and it was just, it was just that hurt. Like I said, I didn't holler, raise hell, boo hoo, or none of that. It was just uncontrollable tears. I just couldn't hold back. But that's the worst kind right now because you want to let them go, but it's hard. But like I learned, just let it loose. And then it's the twins, Skinny and Bull, Tobias and D-Bias. Now, when we were younger, you had to watch them too. So one day when you, and then the part about it, I couldn't even tell them apart. They looked that much alike. Yeah, they were identical. They were my brothers, but Lord have mercy, I just couldn't tell them apart. But now Skinny, the virus passed in 2011. That was the most. That was the most. That was hurting as well too. But yeah, man, Bull. Thank God, Tobias Bull is still living. And the good part about it, we have the same friend. We have a mutual friend. Yes, that was his childhood. They grew up together, and so did I grew up with. But we went to school. But me and his childhood friend went to school together. But we was tight, and like I said, got even tighter because all us we was in that circle. I consider him a brother too. Albert, was he Hagen? Yeah, Albert Hagen. Yeah, bro, you a brother too. So you know it, man. But like I said, now they call him Junior. I call him Al because that's how I met him, Albert. And at the same, Al told him one thing. He said, "Carl didn't let nobody mess with us." I sure didn't. That's what you call brotherly love. If you're cool, if you ain't no blood brother, and you closer than a blood brother, you more like a soul brother, and that's the truth. But anyway, like I said, I love my brother. I love my blood brothers, but like I say too, I also have my soul. I also love my soul brothers. And I and look and just when I say soul brother, it ain't got nothing to do with the outside. It's in your heart, your character, the way respect, mutual respect. And like I said, it's not all about the outside. And I'm just gonna keep it real. Whoever whoever came up with that bullshit idea need to cut their mess out because they know that's not how the world's supposed to act. It's supposed to be one love. And whoever came out and tried to spoil it that one apple tried to spoil the bunch. God forgive me, but I hope they bust the hell wide open for what they did. Cursed us like that. That's wrong. All that Cain and Abel crap. That's wrong. Come together. Not cut. Time out for all this cutthroat and all that. Come in for real. And we all need to come together. We own this earth. We own this earth together. At least we can do is try to get along. That's why it was so enjoyable when my brother came to see me. I mean, he took time out to see his little brother. That meant they meant the world to me. And like I'm just gonna tell you this though. We caught up. He told me I brought up some stuff, and we holler, we laugh, and then I also told him some. We also talked some real SHI triple double T, and I told him some stuff, and what's good about it too. What's real good about it, and he was like, man, he was like, he said, man, you really. He told me, he said, you really mature. I said, I hope so, man. I ain't make it to fifth. I didn't make it to the age of 54 for my health. I said, sometimes you got to go through just to get to where you are today. But always remember, don't forget the ones who helped you along the way, because guess what? It's if you act accordingly, you'll go forward. You'll keep striving. Just strive righteousness and just do right. But if you in it, if you in something for the wrong reasons, always remember this: the ones that helped you can be them same ones who can bring you down. That's the truth. So you got and always remain humble. That's the thing to do. That's what it's about. When you make it, and you're successful, and like I said, when you're successful, humble yourself. Remember, success and love are not bad. What's bad is forgetting, hating, and all that irrelevant negative bullshit. And I'm just keeping it real. Forgive my language, but guess what? I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, but I'm still gonna be mindful, and I'm still gonna respect everybody. But look, I'm grown, just like y'all are. So guess what? If you can't take the heat, get your ass out the kitchen. But anyway, on the real tip though, for real, I just wanna, like I said, I think I give honor to God every day of my 54 years of existence on this earth, for everything, for everything I had to go through, and guess what? But it was good about it. I'm you see, I'm sitting up here live on YouTube telling about it too, ain't you? So guess what? I thank God for that, because so many people don't make it every day. So when you live, when you wake up and see another day, you live, and look, give honor to God and give Him thanks, and let Him know that how grateful you are for living to see another day, because life is too short for all that bickering and all that, like I said, irrelevant negative bullshit. But at the same time, just look, I'm just gonna keep it real. One thing, a friend of mine told me, he said, man, you ain't got a mean bone on your body. And guess what? He's right. And he told me that when we were young. He said, man, quit trying to fit in. Be yourself. He said, you know what? People are with this guy. I'm not gonna mention his name due for the respect I have for his privacy. But I just want to let him know too. And look, but I'm not gonna call him out, but I will let that person know. And I will let that person know directly. And I will let him know that I said what I said if they saw the podcast. So, but anyway, it's a beautiful thing. And one thing and like I said, one thing about it, when you receive love, keep yourself humble, y'all. Appreciate it. Don't give nobody no flowers when they dead. Give it to them while they still on earth. Because guess what? Everybody deserves flowers. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I always talking about women love flowers. Hell, men love flowers too. That don't mean a damn thing. It's all about love. People gonna love what they love, and they gonna like what they like. If they don't like it, you know what? Though it's not for. I mean, it's not what other people like. It's not for who we. It don't make us no better, no different from from none of us on this earth. On the real. Whatever floats your boat, let it float your boat. But Just be humble and keep yourself and be respectful and mindful to others in life, not on just this part, but for life. Why? For one thing, it's the right thing to do. Another thing, it's approved by God. And I'm just gonna tell you, I'm just gonna say that. Because like I said, it's sad. It's sad, like Janet Jackson said, we living in a world that we didn't make it. That is so daggone true. Because guess what, y'all? Look at all this, going on. Because it's just sad. But we ain't gonna let it get us down. And we damn sure ain't gonna let it spoil our day. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about, y'all? We're not gonna let it spoil our day because number one, you got to remain humble, and you got to keep yourself righteous. And like I said, everybody talk about they want to make it to the kingdom. Well, we all want to make it to the kingdom. But guess what though? I'm not worried about making it to the kingdom. I'm just gonna live my life and live it. I'm gonna live it like it's no tomorrow and take every day one day at a time. Because guess what? You live day by day. I mean, tomorrow's not promised us. So enjoy, be grateful and be thankful and what you got and enjoy it. I mean, if you don't have it, so be it. If you want it, you go get it. But if you want to get it, get it the right way. You don't have to steal. You don't have to rob. Even though I'm not going to even put that in there because it's not about that. It's not about this. Is not about that today. I'm just grateful and thankful. But I mean, it was just an honor and a pleasure, and it was just a treat to see my brother yesterday. I mean, it was all good. I mean, like I said, just the joy of having each other. Like he was like, "Man, I could have brought y'all about." I said, "Barlow," he said, "Some like drink." I said, "Bro, you know, I don't drink like that." He said, and then he asked me what he asked me. I said, mm-hmm. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't act like y'all don't know. Like y'all look. If you got a brain, you got common sense. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, so don't let it go to waste. So you know what I'm talking about for real. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I like. So anyway, so that's the joy, and that what made it. That what made it more joyful too. You know, just I mean, back when you remember when our parents and aunts and uncles and older cousins and grandparents. I mean, you know what they have coming back in the day. You know, my, they didn't do all that. They didn't, they used to think, that's when America, with the three capital K's, tried to make it like that. You know what I'm talking about? The herbal medication made it sound like it was a bad thing. But y'all know what? Whoever tried to come up with that for us to believe that, they lied and they breath stank. They were just upset because they couldn't get nothing out. They couldn't get it wasn't nothing in it for them. So guess what? Ha. Don't get mad. It's gonna be hey, look, you want something? You want something in it for you? Just take two puffs of pants and get the hell on. Look, you want something out of nothing? You better grow your own. Yeah. And I ain't you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, like I said, but back then, they were doing more drinking alcohol. Instead of legalizing what they needed to legalize during the prohibition, they legalized alcohol. And look, with the herbal medication, you don't hear about nobody robbing, stealing, acting a fool, jumping on a fighting with the significant others and out of accidents and all that. SHI, triple double T. Because you know what? It's come from the earth. It stimulates your mind, man. Yeah. But the alcohol, all what I just said, That's what alcohol do, because it's a demonic. Because that's why they call it spirits. And look, and don't let no real nerdy church woman be like, "Oh, we got brandy, we got. Oh, you have spirits. You didn't tell me you had spirits." That's how them church people. You all know that's how them church women do. But seriously though, that's why. I mean, I'm not trying to knock nobody for what they do, and I ain't trying to discourage nobody. But there's another reason why I've never been an alcoholic. I never been an alcoholic drink. I never drunk, never cared for alcohol like that. And I thank the Lord I never consider myself an alcoholic, because that drinking. Now that I look at it now, that's some nasty shit. That's why I really am the herbal medication. That's the best. Sometimes that's the best medicine in the world. You know why? Because it brings joy, and then it builds up an appetite. And on top of that too, now the one I want to say, I ain't saying that, because I mean that'll be too much information. But anyway, but yeah, but back then, they were the generation back when we were growing up. They did a whole lot of drinking, and look, playing them sad most them songs the young folks call sad today. I mean, what I'm gonna tell them this: they actually sit around, be drinking, and then acting all depressed every time they hear one of them songs like "He broke your heart and made you cry," and now then they get worse, and then the tears start running out. I mean, like, when I was young, I was looking like, what the hell wrong with them? Why they crying like that? But as I got older, and especially after my paternal grandmother passed in '86, 3 months after I graduated high school, and I thought about it, especially when I saw my daddy cry when my grandmama died. Now I realized, by them being older, they went through. I mean, especially my aunts, my dad, and I mean, because during that time when like 11 or 12, my dad already had lost two older brothers, and my uncle Henry and my uncle Woodrow Jr. Pop. My uncle Henry died at 75. My uncle Pop was murdered the next year after that. And I look back now. I wish I think about Uncle Pop and Uncle Henry. If they would have lived a lot longer, I know they would have been some proud uncles. They would have been some proud uncles, for real. They would have been the real OGs during the time. But thank God for my dad. I'm not saying it in like, to thank God for that, but when my Uncle Henry and Uncle Pop, the first two brothers to pass, my dad my dad became the oldest son living. So that made him the patriarch after my paternal grandparents passed. So everybody looked up to Dad, Roy Stargell, aka, like my cousin said, the Black Santa Claus. Yeah, but guess what? But Cupid reigns supreme. But anyway, but yeah, I'm sorry. I'm kind of getting like choked and close to being teary. I'm just trying to hold my composure, y'all, because yesterday was special day, my brother. It was thoughtful enough to come see his baby brother. But he always known me a baby brother, even though my brother Tobias is youngest, but I'm still more like they always thought they always looked at me as the one that had it together. Yeah, and my brother said now He real. He's talking about. He said, we ain't got nothing to worry about with you now. They said you got yourself together, and I'm proud of you, big bro, little bro. I said, you know what? I thank God that I thank God for this second chance in life, even though it took me to leave Georgia. I mean, that was the hardest decision I ever had to make, but it was a great decision because I felt like if it wasn't the right decision, oh believe me, I probably would have still been in Atlanta, Georgia. So they say sometimes change is good. Yeah, it is, especially if it's for the right reasons. And that's the thing. For the right, you have to do. If you want to do something, at least do it for the right reasons. Because the wrong reasons will get you messed up. I'm not gonna say the other word. I mean, I can, but I won't. But I'm just right now. I'm just about having a good time. I'm trying to earn my stripes, y'all. I'm having a good time. But anyhow, it just warms my heart. Just that my brother came to see that I'm still full from that. I mean, I even went to sleep last night, probably government cheesing in my sleep. Woke up this morning with a smile, government cheesing when I woke up. On this podcast right now, still government cheesing. So that means I got to smile. I got to smile. I got a smile on my face, and a lot of people didn't put it there. Yeah, but that means I'm happy. I'm happy on my own free will. I'm happy because I'm happy. And like that song like, cause I'm happy. Yeah, I like that too. But anyway, but it's a man, it's always, I mean, like I said, sibling love is something special. And we need to share. I mean, if you got beef, if you and your sibling having conflict, beef, hold a grudge against each other, whatnot, animosity or whatever, let me tell y'all this. I'm not trying to tell nobody how to live your life because believe me, I'm letting you know from experience and I practice when like I said, the thing about it is they say people say you don't tell nobody unless you practice what you preach. Don't believe me. If I tell you, I'm gonna practice what I preach. If you, I mean, if it's something, I mean, if y'all really got serious beef, I mean, I don't care what it is. At the end of the day, that's still your family. And if y'all got a problem, I mean, come on now, squash it, let it go. Cause at the end of the day, ain't nothing like family. But look here, y'all. I'm about to say, I'm about to call it. I'm about to call it for a little bit right now. But I guarantee you, you bet your bottom dollar, I'll be back later on before WWE Raw come on tonight. If not, I will let y'all know. But I want to apologize because I said I was gonna go live tomorrow, but due to the excitement of my brother's visitation, I didn't forget, but and I didn't want to, and I forgot. And I'm sorry that I didn't inform y'all, but it was just the excitement. It was just the overwhelming and the excitement, and I apologize. But this time, I'm letting you guys know. I'll be back later on today, and I want to thank the ones who watched and view this pod, OG Lowe's Hangout Corner. I really thank you. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the like button or the button at Carlos Stargell 910. But look here, y'all. While I'm taking this little break until later on, y'all have a prosperous and great day. And like I said, if whatever it is with your sibling that's keeping y'all from but the animosity, the grudges, the revenge or whatnot, look, let it go. Squash that bullshit and come together. At the end of the day, like I'm gonna say it again, ain't nothing like family. But anyhow, I'll be back later on at station identification. You have just tuned in to the OG Low Hangout Corner with your host, Carlos Starger, aka OG Low. And I'm gonna let y'all know I love y'all. And I look and to my daughters, Carlise and Sierra, Daddy loves you. My grandchildren, Cameron, Carlin, Preston, I love you. Until then, I'll be back station identification. Peace, two fingers. Y'all be good. Yo.